Hi Aquarius, welcome to your reading for December 2022. This is going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You could be intuitively guided to the channel, or you may be in love, or just checking on Aquarius's energy. Whatever brought you, welcome. Before we get into your reading, I just really quickly want to let you know I am doing a Small Business Saturday special and Cyber Monday, so I'm just combining them. And what I'm doing is you can take $30 off a personal reading, and I'm also doing a buy one get half off the second. So $30 off a single reading, or buy one half off your second, and you can give that as a gift, use it for yourself. You know, there is limited time and limited space. That's why I'm mentioning it. You know what I mean? I don't want to get booked too far behind. So you would need some patience. But beyond that, this will be for today, tomorrow, till Tuesday morning. Okay? Alright guys, let's get into your reading. I'm going to use 4 different tarot decks for you. I decided to bring in an extra deck for you. I don't know why, I just felt like it. We're going to use our Gilded Tarot for our clarifiers. Or to go deeper, we're going to use Mother Mary Oracle for our words of wisdom. We'll begin with her. We're going to use the Good Tarot for your main spread. And we're going to use the Angel Tarot as just a little bit of more words of wisdom. So let's go ahead and let's start with Mother Mary. Everything's pre-shuffled, by the way, but we'll give it a shuffle or two. Let's give him a cut. And I'm going to bring the lid down a little bit, not too much. Let's go ahead and begin. Okay, way too many, but we'll shuffle these. Feels like it. Okay. We have caring. I feel like this is down too low. Caring. Heaven cares for me, and I keep my heart open to caring about myself, others, and the world. Heaven cares for me, and I keep my heart open to care. I keep my heart open to caring about myself, others, and the world. Don't forget yourself in that. Alright, and let's bring in Angel Tarot, and we're just taking a card. Give a shout out to one of the subscribers who I did not know the name of this deck, and I thank you for giving it a name. Alright, let's give it a shuffle. I mean a cut. Now we'll shuffle. Okay, we've got 2. We're going to take them. I'm going to read from the card. You see the image? To me, the image is everything. Alright. Logical, perception, insightful, blunt, an exciting intellectual challenge, brilliant insights, information that you need but might be challenging to hear or to receive. Review all documents very carefully. Logical, perceptive, insightful, blunt, an exciting intellectual challenge, brilliant insights, information that you need but might be challenging to receive. Review all documents very carefully. Okay. And then we have, by the way, that was the Prince of Swords. This is the Knight of Swords. Interesting. No, I'm sorry, this is the King. We have decisive, focused, driven, defensive. Events that move with great speed. Choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional. Sudden or unexpected changes. Review your options carefully. Some of you, I feel like if you're dealing with any type of legal documents, any type of documents at all, read them and then reread them. Look at that small print. You know, just be careful on that. There's probably something going on in the sky right now. So, caring. And then being logical. Using that logical mind. Being decisive. Okay. We'll see how those play into the reading. Let's go ahead and bring in the good tarot. I'm going to give it a couple shuffles. Hangman. Someone's in a state of pause. Hangman is seeking wisdom on his or her next steps. Okay. I was going to read off the top, but I feel like shuffling now. So let's shuffle for your cards. Again, this is your main spread. Alright, we open with the 8 of Swords. Alright, not a great energy. I do like that it's the first card, though. 8 of Swords is about a self-created prison. Kind of makes sense with all these swords here, right? There's something that maybe I need to look at. Maybe I didn't want to look at, but it's going to serve me to look at. It's like I got to take off that blindfold and just face whatever I have to face and let these walls come down. Reason being, 8 is about a new beginning. It's interesting how we saw the Hangman, and I feel like this 8 of Swords may be, for some of you, a reason why the Hangman showed, right? Like, I'm not moving forward in something because there's some type of fear factor that's stopping you. Yet, it's also asking you to bring this back into the logical mind and not the fear-based mind. So you can have a new beginning. Look at this, the Magician. Wow, very powerful energy sitting next to an energy of what I feel is kind of like denial. This is the Manifester. The ability to manifest. We have the Page of Cups. I almost feel like there's something I want to manifest, but it's like, do I deserve it? But I know you do. Will I be any good at it? And I know you will. But I feel like you're the one who has some self-doubt. I feel like it's self-doubt about yourself, and it's about manifesting something into your world. You know, it's interesting because with the 8 of Swords, again, that self-created prison, think of it like a block. Like what I'm doing is I'm blocking energy from reaching me. You know, it's definitely because of something in the past. But that block, that self-created prison, can also block your ability to manifest. Or if I manifest out of the 8 of Swords energy, I feel like what it does is just it brings me more energy to worry about. So I got to look at this 8 of Swords. I got to figure out why I created it, how I can bring it down. Because remember, because you created it, you're the only one who can bring that wall down. You're the only one. But you can do it. You can do it. Alright, let's keep going. We have the Eight of Cups. Beautiful. So first of all, we have two eights mirroring each other. This Eight of Swords, it's telling us with the Eight of Cups why you created this prison in the first place. It has to do with something within your emotional life. Let's say, can be love that didn't work out, just anything that grabbed you emotionally. It's like, first I create this prison, but now in the Eight of Cups, you know, what did I do? I took a moment to look at this and realize that I even did this. And the Eight of Cups is now the ability to let that go, to move on from it. And if you look at it, that's exactly what she's doing. She's moving on. She's moving on. We have the Three of Pentacles. Well, this is about your individuality and what you bring to the table. You know, this is the energy where maybe you don't believe that you would be great at something, but the rest of us do. You know, this is like the missing piece of the puzzle, and we're just waiting for you. We're waiting for you to bring it to life. This is also the energy where others are appreciating what you do and how you do it. You know, this is like just putting my head down and focusing on my craft. And I feel like the energy just takes care of the rest. All right, let's keep going. Well, I see the Ace of Cups. We have Call. This is Judgment. This is your spiritual team. They're calling you. Literally, they're calling you. Why are they calling you? Because they want you to bring your energy into the present moment. With the Eight of Swords, I don't think I'm in the present moment. I think I'm living more out of my past. There's something I just haven't dealt with. And I feel like as soon as I deal with it, and again, it can talk about like emotional things that then landed in your thought system, almost like someone telling me I'm no good, or you know, what it is that I want to bring to the world won't work. Well, that's just bull, you know, as nicely as I can put it, because I feel quite the opposite. I feel like it's like the world is waiting for you. Now, I don't want you to think that means I'm doing this big gigantic thing that the whole world is going to pay attention to. It could be something small, but it still is beneficial to the rest of us in some way. So your spiritual team comes together to get your attention. This is about, you know, this is the energy where I feel like you must be receiving signs. They're harder to receive in that Eight of Swords energy, no doubt, but the signs still come. It's just, do I pay attention to them? Do I allow myself to feel them? This is about a rebirth. We already know that some type of rebirth wants to take place in your life with all these eights, and then boom, the one. There's a rebirth. And, you know, it's putting the power back on you with the Magician. It's your ability to manifest and create. You know, the Magician teaches us that we have all the tools that we need within to really succeed in this lifetime. Sometimes we've had to go through difficult experiences, but those also were able to teach us and expand us, even though it may have taken time, right? It's like, I had to get over it. I had to see, like, this prison I created for myself because of. Spiritual team is like, let that go. We need you here. We need you now. There's a reason. And hello, the Ace of Cups. Now, does that mean love? Could be. This is the energy of unconditional love. I love that it's sitting next to Judgment, because again, it's your spiritual team. You know, if you remember that When you came down here to Earth, when you came into this lifetime, you did not come alone. You came with a whole spiritual team. They're here to help you, to help guide you. Your spirit guides are always sending you signs, sending you guidance. Your angels also very active in your life, but for them to, you know, it's like we have to invite the angels in if we're looking for guidance through them. Our spirit guides, again, are always sending us signs. So when you feel alone, know that you're not alone. Anyways, we have the Ace of Cups. You know, I feel like someone's done me wrong, no doubt. But you know, it's interesting because some of you this could relate to like work, you know, your creative avenue. This certainly could relate to love. It could relate to all the above. But then we get another 8. 3 8s now. Wow. New beginnings, if I allow myself. You know, coming under that 8 of Cups, I think you are allowing yourself. So let's look at what's mirroring each other. The 8 of Cups, or the 8 of Pentacles, is mirroring the 3 of Pentacles. Again, 3 of Pentacles is about your individuality and what you can bring to the table. Again, think of yourself or your abilities as the missing piece of the puzzle. The 8 of Pentacles, the willingness to walk into something, not knowing everything, right? This is the energy where I'll learn as I go. It's the willingness to walk in as the apprentice, knowing that someday I will be the master of my own domain. This is the 3 of Pentacles is telling you, the master of your own domain. And listen, not just that, you know, I feel like also if this is talking about, like maybe I lost a job or what have you, the universe is responding by, I feel like, wanting to put something better in place. But at the same breath, I've got to allow it. I've got to allow it. So this feels like an opportunity to really love what it is that I do, what it is I bring to the world. Again, the 8 of Pentacles talks about wherever you put your focus is what you're going to grow. And if you put your focus on your Pentacles, well, baby, they're going to grow. You also have the Ace of Cups next to that. It could certainly speak about love. But let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have the 7 of Wands. All right, well, first of all, it's a bottom. That means that's the energy that can leave. Doesn't always mean it will leave. I think a lot of it is up to us. But the 7 of Wands is the energy where you feel like you're defending yourself. I need to defend myself, defend my ideas, defend my thoughts, that type of thing. It's a lot of, you know, like, I don't know, like, I feel like putting out fires. What's underneath its Chariot? Almost like someone's trying to talk you out of something that deep down you know is right for you. And I just feel like whether it's a group of people or singular, someone who's like, Now, this could have been what was, but it did land in your thought system. So it did affect you. Not only did it affect you, but it put you kind of in a pause mode. Temporary, if I allow it to be. Okay, let's bring in the Gilded Tarot. And let's go over this. You know, one of these cards said that there's something that I just feel like I need to face. I need to face. And sometimes when I fear facing something, a lot of times all that fear was unnecessary. Alright, let's give them a cut. And let's go deeper. Okay. Start at the beginning. We have the Five of Cups over that Eight of Swords. Well, just tells me that where you focus, and I know it's not everyone, and this can be old energy because it is the beginning of the spread, but first of all, it's 5, change. So 8, new beginning, 5, change. So I think it's important we address this. 5 of Cups is where my focus is at. And in this energy, my focus is on what I have lost. My focus is on the cups that have been knocked over. But really, what's going on in the Five of Cups is the moment this person changes their focus to not what I have lost, but what is yet to be gained. There's 2 cups behind this person. They're not hidden. They're just behind her. She needs to focus on it and not focus on the past. Why? Because it's just no longer serving you. That's why 5 is asking you to consider change. You know, 5 is about changing gracefully. As graceful as we can. But it is tying your emotional house into your thought system. Alright, let's keep going. Judgment. You know, it's shown in reverse, but I already decided before I started the reading I wasn't going to read reversals. But I'm going to at least acknowledge it, right? Because again, it's your spiritual team. It's above and below the Magician. I feel like someone is not, you know, I'm not feeling the signs. But it's saying why you're not feeling it. It's because of where you're, you know, what you're wrapped up in. I feel like just take one eye out of that blindfold. Just one. That's all I need. You know, it is calling you to the present moment. And if you're being called to the present moment, there's a reason. And I feel like it's a good reason. We have the Page of Swords. Interesting, we have 2 pages. We have the Page of Swords over the Page of Cups. Page of Swords. You know, normally, this is how I look at pages. It can be of a younger energy. You know, 2 people at a younger time. But it can also be about what's in the atmosphere. What I'm starting to feel. It can be communication. I feel like it's a person now. I feel like it's a person. And it's interesting because in the Eight of Swords with the Five of Cups there, I'm not really believing that. Right? I'm not really, I don't know. Like, I just get this feeling like, I don't believe you, Sandy. But I think you will. I think you will. We have the Four of Pentacles. Some of you may have moved. Or maybe that's what you want to do. Or maybe that's what it requires. You know what I mean? Could just be moving on. Four of Pentacles, you just want to be careful that you're not holding on to the way things must be. And instead, going with the flow. Because your spiritual team is very, very present in your reading, you can go with the flow and trust it. And what do I mean by that? I mean, it's almost like your spiritual team is saying, we want to send you signs. We are sending you signs. But these signs that we're sending you are leading you to a better place. Even though you have been through this difficulty, it's not about staying in it. It's about moving on from it. You know, the recognition of the difficulty and how hard it was and how it affected your emotional house, which moved into your thought system. It's all, you know, acknowledged. But at the same breath, you know, your spiritual team would say you're not meant to be stuck. You're not meant to allow yourself to be stuck for too long. For too long. We are human. This can talk about also the rebuilding of a foundation, your own foundation. We have the another 5 of swords. Okay. Well. Okay, so with 2 5s. Now, let's look at this, because, again, that 8 of Swords is self-created prison due to the past. The 5 of Cups, my focus is on what I have lost, who I have lost. But underneath it is the 5 of Swords. So that tells me that this energy had become toxic to you. Now, when I say that, I don't mean like someone must be bad, you know. But the energy became toxic to you. Period. It just did. And I feel like, how did it affect you? It affected your creativity. It affected your belief in yourself. And, you know, it almost like it's stopped you from living. Like it stopped you from creating. But the 5, again, change. Some of you, I feel like, literally, you moved away. Maybe I had no other choice, you know, and maybe I feel like, oh my God, it was horrible. But your spiritual team is telling you, get excited for what is coming. We have the Page of Cups again. And look at this, the Ace of Wands. Action, desire, passion, right over the Ace of Cups. Phew. Love, unconditional love, love of a person, a love of what I do, hopefully all of the above. Ace of Wands, I do have to reach out and grab this ace. It does take my action to get the ball rolling, but once I reach out for it, the ball starts rolling. And it's also interesting how we have these 2 pages. This could certainly talk about, now listen, first of all, I don't want to confuse you, because I feel like in the 5 of Cups, I'm focusing on the cups that have been knocked over. And granted, it wasn't easy. But I feel like at least probably the last person I feel like was, I want to say not good for you, but maybe that's not the right word. I don't know. I feel like because there's such difficult energy around this, I don't know how they could be a blessing moving forward. So I feel like this is talking about someone else when it relates to this Ace of Cups. For some of you, I do feel like it's you starting a new project, some type of creative endeavor, and really falling in love with it. You know, maybe I'm starting at the beginning again, and maybe, you know, step by step, but I feel very quickly it's like, you know, it's like what I do. Like, you know, when I lost my normal job that I had for such a, you know, over 25 years, and then somehow I land here, and now I work from home, and now I just love what I do. But I went through that, oh my God, that stage of like, what do I do in between? Well, I felt guided to this. So I just did it. And here I am so many years later. We have the Knight of Swords. And we have the Moon. Moon, card of Pisces, ruler of Cancer. The Moon can talk about uncertainty. You know, the Moon is at night. But sometimes we just need to follow the moonlight. Some of you, this could certainly talk about a potentially a Pisces or a Cancer coming in with some type of communication, maybe an offer. I feel like there's a few of you who, I want to say like you moved back home, or you moved back to a place that it just feels right, even if it felt difficult. This Knight is bringing in some type of communication. It's interesting because we have the Page of Swords there too. You know, it could certainly talk about, again, we have with the Moon, water, Page of Cups, water, and then we have two Knights, or two energies of Sword. Though I don't want you to really look at the sign, because that's not how I really read it. I read it more of the energy of what they're doing, right? This is in the atmosphere. So it's almost like maybe someone's thinking about reaching out and contacting me, you know, and maybe if, like my guide just saying, you'll be able to feel this if you let yourself. First, that self-created prison got to come down. Right, I got to free myself from that. And when I feel like when you do free yourself, first of all, 2 5s equal a 10. 1 plus 0, or 1, 0 would be a 1, the Magician. Your spiritual team is all over that energy of you manifesting. And then 2 aces. Come on. Wow. And now we have another Knight. I don't even know what I'm looking at. This is a Knight that brings in desire. This is something that will feel desirable. It'll feel passionate. Again, I'm reading it both ways because I feel like, and listen, it can be all of the above, but I do feel like it's almost like, you know, something happened for some of you where, you know, you may be on a different road now as it relates to your pentacles, your creativity. There may have been people who said you couldn't, you wouldn't be any good, what are you doing, that's stupid, blah, 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 blah. That's all bull. Your spiritual team is like, don't listen to them, listen to us. We're here to help guide you. We won't steer you wrong. Trust in us, trust in our energy, and then trust in yourself. The ability to manifest. What are you manifesting? Well, first of all, some of you are manifesting a new creative outlet that I feel like you are going to love, and some of you are manifesting love, you know, and I say you, let's just say destiny is manifesting it. Passion, desire. Perfect with that Ace of Wands. All right, let's look at the, well, I was going to say Ace of Cups. Let's just take a few cards. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Wands. And then we have the 4 of Cups. Okay. Well, first of all, I'm starting kind of backwards because the 4 of Cups is about using your spiritual discernment. You know, it's coming over both aces, really, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. 4 of Cups can be the energy of inactivity, like, you know, where I'm not really doing nothing about nothing. But yet, here is that cup. Here it is. It's showing the cup, right? So, when this cup arrives, trusting your own spiritual discernment. And then you have the energy of victory. This is where other people are looking up to you. Why? Because of actions that you've taken, especially if you've been able to overcome this. Not if you've been able to. I already know you can when you overcome it, let's say. Well, you just might be teaching others how to overcome the same thing. Like, do not rule out that your experiences now become your wisdom and then may become the way for you. Like you may now begin to be the teacher, so to speak. This is where other people are really admiring what you do. You know, I don't think this is like overnight energy, but I also don't think this is like I have to wait forever. I think once I break free from this, I feel like the ball just starts rolling. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. So another page. We now have 4 pages, by the way. 2 pages of Cups. Page of Pentacles. But this page is on a path of knowledge, of expanding their world through their knowledge, their wisdom, what they have learned. And this doesn't end, right? I'm always learning. I have the ability to continue to learn. And the more I learn in this energy, the more I expand my own world. You know, this can talk about also, even if I'm just beginning like something new, a new job, a new creative outlet, I already possess the wisdom I need. All right, before I let you go, I don't know, that came out in its own. Well, hello, Knight of Cups, another night. You know, each night is responsible to bring us something in. And they're going to show, whether we accept them or not. This is unexpected love. Unexpected couple fulfillment. Interesting how we open the reading with all this hard, difficult energy, but it is all of the past, even though it may be still affecting us today. But I do have the ability to clear that energy. You know, it doesn't mean that, like, oh, I feel brand new. But I feel like as you start moving on this new path, you will. You'll feel brand new. You'll probably forget all about these 5s. Because this is something that's coming in that's going to really, I feel like, bring you a sense of real joy. Can't really tell you when, because it's unexpected. But Judgment is here twice, calling you to the present moment. So I feel like that means it cannot be too far off. Alright, one more round, and I'm just going right down the middle. One more round, see if anything else wants to come out. The Hierophant. Card of Taurus. This is about your belief system. Interesting, because when I put it here, following this Knight of Cups, Judgment is all around your belief system. Your vibration. I feel like, you know, and again, it's another 5. So it does want you to stop and question it. Are you living your own beliefs, or are you living someone else's lies? Are you trusting within yourself? Or have you let it all back there? This is something that feels spiritual. And that tells me that you're ready for it. Enlightenment. Enlightenment. You know, it's like night and day. Night and day. Alright, one more time. Anything else? The sun. Hello. The sun will come out tomorrow. There it is. The sun and the moon. You know, I have to tell you, when I see the sun and the moon and the Ace of Cups, many times I do think of the potential of a twin flame energy. I don't want to concentrate on that. It's just a potential for some. But The sun, listen, first of all, the sun illuminates everything. Nothing can hide in the sun's energy. There's nothing I need to fear in the sun's energy. The sun is also about living from your inner child, like allowing your inner child to sing. Let it out. Let it enjoy. Let it take chances. Card of Leo, also, by the way. This is about a brand new day. Brand new opportunities that just feel like they are taking you, if you allow, if you follow the energy, if you watch for the signs. It's just a brand new day. I mean, it just feels beautiful. But I do have to get through these fives over here. And that Eight of Swords. It is very clearly showing you, if you're living in that self-created prison, it is clearly showing you why. It's like allowing someone to take space in your head. Right? Someone who doesn't deserve to is residing in your heart. But this feels like someone who maybe deserves to be there. Someone may have in the beginning over here, but they've lost that chance. Now, I just got to realize that. I just kind of love your reading because it's covering all avenues. It's covering your finances, your creativity, and any type of hardships that you had. The ability to clear that so that the signs are clear when they come in. And by the way, if you think you received a sign but you're not sure, ask them to send it again. They will. Ask them to send it again. Aquarius, you're being called to this present moment because change wants to happen and there is nothing to fear. Especially when the sun is out. Nothing can hide in the sun's energy. In the moon's energy, it can, right? Because it's the dark of night. Anything done in the night will come to the light. And I also love that it's illuminating the energy of victory for you. And not just that, but it's illuminating for other people. So I feel like a real sense of success here, though I do have to start at the beginning. But I feel like once I begin again, everything starts flowing. This is a lesson about flowing with the energy, knowing when enough is enough, and then allowing what wants to flow in next. All right, let's read Caring. Where's my book? Let's read Mother Mary. Mother Mary sent you this card as a reminder that she cares deeply for you and your family. Although you may sometimes feel alone, you are definitely watched over and protected. When life is stressful, though, as it has been lately for you, you may not feel the Blessed Mother's loving presence. So carry this message with you to help you know that divine love is here for you. This card also asks you to keep your heart open and continue caring for others, even though you may feel unappreciated or used. Remember that your spiritual path is to be loving and helpful, not to change others. However, you don't need to, nor should you, stay in any abusive or toxic situations or relationships. You can care for someone from afar. Most important, care for yourself, dear one. Take time for you and attend to things that are important for your health, happiness, and well-being. Amen. That's why I wait till the end of the reading to read from Mother Mary, because I feel like the words always fit. They always fit. It's like it's covered the whole reading. So thank you, Mother Mary. I love you guys. I want to just thank you quickly. for 2022 and helping to support my channel, keeping my channel alive. It is not easy these days. You know, everyone's hurting financially, and so it's hard. It's difficult for all of us. But so I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for just allowing me to do what I love to do and being open to receiving the messages. Always use your own intuition in any reading. You know what I mean? If it doesn't feel right, then it may not be right, or at least that message may not be right. But if you're feeling it, there's a message, right? And I have a feeling for many, it's about what's next. And it's interesting too, because we think we're in December. We're about to start a new year. We're about to start a new year. This is a good time to figure out also what your personal year number is going to be for next year and research it. Give yourself a heads up. Like, I'm going to be a 1 next year. I'm going to be in the manifesting energy. I'm going to take advantage of it. In the light. You know what I mean. So, just figure out what your number is. If you need help, just leave a comment and I'll figure it out for you. Really, all you do is you take the day you were born, the month you were born, add that together, and then add it to next year is going to be a universal 7. So add 7 plus your birthday and your birth month, not the year. Bring it to a single digit, and that is what your personal year number is going to be within the universal year 6. Let's not forget, we are in the year of the lovers. This is the last time I'm probably going to say that. So don't be surprised. You know, with this Ace of Cups, don't be surprised. Again, that Knight of Cups, unexpected. But it doesn't mean that I can't be like, wow, look how the universe responds. When I clear up the past, look how active my guides are there for me. Follow it home. I love you guys. I thank you. And I will see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.